Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. If you're over 60 and you're eating blueberries for your eyes, you're already doing something very smart. Blueberries are one of the most powerful natural foods for protecting vision as we age. They're rich in anthocyanins, plant compounds shown to support the retina, improve night vision, protect against oxidative damage, and help slow age-related eye decline. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just what you eat, it's what you eat it with. Because certain common food pairings can quietly block absorption, cancel benefits, or even increase inflammation, making those blueberries far less effective, especially for aging eyes. Today, I want to walk you through 5 food pairings that can sabotage blueberries' eye health benefits, explain the science behind it, and show you how to use blueberries the right way every day. Let's start with the first mistake. Most people over 60 believe that simply adding blueberries to their diet is enough to protect their eyes, preserve their vision, and slow down age-related decline. But here's the uncomfortable truth. What you eat blueberries with can silently determine whether they heal your eyes or do almost nothing at all. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, some of the most powerful antioxidants ever studied for eye health, compounds shown in research to protect retinal cells from oxidative damage, improve blood flow to the eyes, and even enhance night vision. Yet these same compounds are incredibly sensitive, fragile, and easy to block. And this is where millions of older adults unknowingly sabotage their own eye health every single day. Studies show that after the age of 60, the body's ability to absorb and utilize antioxidants drops sharply, meaning food combinations matter more now than at any other time in your life. When blueberries are paired incorrectly, their protective compounds can be neutralized before they ever reach the eyes. One of the most damaging combinations is blueberries with refined sugar, a pairing that seems harmless but is biologically disastrous for aging vision. Refined sugar causes a rapid spike in blood glucose, and scientific studies confirm that high blood sugar directly damages the tiny blood vessels that feed the retina. This process, called glycation, stiffens and weakens eye tissue, accelerating macular degeneration and vision loss. While blueberries attempt to lower oxidative stress, sugar floods the bloodstream with inflammatory signals that overwhelm those antioxidants, essentially canceling out their benefits. Researchers have found that antioxidant activity is significantly reduced in high glucose environments, meaning that the more sugar present, the less effective blueberries become. Another silent problem is dairy, particularly milk-heavy combinations. Casein, the primary protein in milk, has been shown to bind to polyphenols like anthocyanins, reducing their bioavailability. In plain terms, this means the antioxidants pass through your body unused. For someone in their 20s, this might not be noticeable, but after 60, when nutrient absorption is already compromised, this interaction can dramatically reduce the eye protective effects you're counting on. The tragedy is that people believe they're doing something healthy, while science shows they may be getting only a fraction of the benefit. Then there's iron, a mineral many older adults take without confirmed deficiency. Polyphenols in blueberries bind to non-heme iron, reducing absorption of both. But the issue goes deeper. Excess iron has been linked to increased oxidative stress in the retina, contributing to age-related macular degeneration. When blueberries are taken alongside iron supplements or iron-heavy meals, the oxidative load can increase instead of decrease, flipping a protective food into a neutral or even counterproductive one. Alcohol creates another dangerous contradiction. Alcohol increases oxidative stress, dehydrates tissues, and interferes with the absorption of antioxidants. Studies show that alcohol disrupts blood flow regulation in the optic nerve and retina, areas already vulnerable with age. When blueberries are consumed with alcohol, the antioxidants are forced to fight a biochemical firestorm, leaving little capacity for long-term eye protection. And then there's heat, one of the most overlooked destroyers of blueberry benefits. Anthocyanins are heat-sensitive compounds. Research demonstrates that high-temperature cooking significantly reduces their antioxidant capacity. Baked blueberry products may taste comforting, but they contain far fewer vision protective compounds than raw or frozen berries. For aging eyes, this difference is not minor. It can determine whether retinal cells are protected or left exposed to oxidative damage. What makes all of this even more serious is that eye diseases rarely cause pain in their early stages. Vision loss happens quietly, slowly, and often without warning. By the time symptoms appear, damage may already be irreversible. This is why prevention through proper nutrition matters so deeply after 60. Blueberries, when used correctly, have been shown to support capillary strength, improve oxygen delivery to eye tissues, and reduce inflammation in the retina. But when paired incorrectly, they become a missed opportunity. Science makes it clear that nutrition is not just about individual foods, but about biological context. Antioxidants don't work in isolation. They operate within a complex chemical environment shaped by what you eat alongside them. For older adults, this environment can mean the difference between preserved vision and accelerated decline. The shocking reality is that many people are doing the right thing the wrong way. They're adding blueberries, but also adding sugar, excess dairy, alcohol, iron, or heat, unknowingly stripping away the very compounds meant to protect their sight. And the body doesn't warn you when this happens. There's no immediate symptom, no pain, no signal, just a gradual loss of resilience in the eyes. But the good news is that this damage is not inevitable. When blueberries are eaten alone between meals or paired with foods that stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation, their anthocyanins are absorbed more efficiently and delivered directly to the eyes. Research shows that even small changes in food pairing can significantly improve antioxidant uptake, especially in older adults. This means that protecting your vision doesn't require expensive supplements or complicated routines, just awareness. Awareness that after 60, the rules change. Awareness that the same meal that once worked for you may now be working against you. Blueberries are not just a fruit. They are biochemical messengers that tell your eyes to repair, protect, and resist aging, but only if they're allowed to speak clearly. Every poor pairing silences that message a little more. Every smart choice amplifies it, and over time those choices accumulate into either clarity or decline. The science is clear, the stakes are high, and the solution is within reach. Your eyes depend on what you do next, not just today, but every day you choose how to nourish them. What most people never hear is that blueberries don't lose their power on their own. They lose it when the body is pushed into a state of oxidative overload. And that overload doesn't come from rare toxins or extreme habits. It comes from everyday foods and routines that quietly flood the body with stress signals, inflammation, and chemical chaos that even the strongest antioxidants struggle to survive. Sugar, excess dairy, alcohol, unnecessary iron, and high heat all share one destructive trait. They dramatically increase oxidative stress, the very process responsible for aging eyes, weakening retinal cells, and accelerating vision loss. Oxidative stress is not a vague concept. It is a measurable biological process where unstable molecules called free radicals damage cell membranes, DNA, and mitochondria. The eyes are especially vulnerable because they consume more oxygen than almost any other tissue in the body and are constantly exposed to light, making them a prime target for oxidative damage. This is exactly why blueberries are so valuable. Their anthocyanins neutralize free radicals, improve blood flow to the retina, and protect photoreceptor cells. But when oxidative stress skyrockets, those antioxidants are rapidly depleted, overwhelmed before they can do their job. Refined sugar is one of the fastest ways to trigger this cascade. Scientific studies show that high blood glucose increases the production of reactive oxygen species, damaging the tiny capillaries that nourish the retina. This is the same mechanism behind diabetic retinopathy, one of the leading causes of blindness worldwide. Even in people without diabetes, repeated sugar spikes create micro damage that accumulates silently over time. When blueberries are eaten alongside sugar, the body enters a biochemical tug-of-war. The anthocyanins attempt to calm inflammation, while glucose-driven oxidative stress fans the flames. Research demonstrates that antioxidant effectiveness drops significantly in high glucose environments, meaning sugar doesn't just harm the eyes directly, it actively weakens the protective compounds meant to defend them. Dairy adds another layer to this problem. Milk proteins, particularly casein, don't just bind to blueberry polyphenols and reduce absorption, they also stimulate insulin release, which can amplify blood sugar fluctuations when combined with carbohydrates. This insulin response increases inflammatory signaling, further raising oxidative stress. For older adults whose insulin sensitivity naturally declines, this effect is magnified. What looks like a healthy bowl of blueberries and milk may, at the cellular level, be reducing antioxidant delivery while increasing the very stress that damages vision. Alcohol pushes the body even further into oxidative imbalance. When alcohol is metabolized, it generates acetaldehyde, a toxic compound that increases free radical production and depletes glutathione, one of the body's most important internal antioxidants. Studies show that alcohol reduces blood flow regulation in the optic nerve and retina, impairing nutrient delivery to eye tissues. This creates a hostile environment where blueberries are forced into emergency response mode rather than long-term protection. Instead of preserving retinal cells, their antioxidants are burned up, counteracting alcohol-induced damage. Iron, while essential in the right amount, becomes dangerous when excessive. Many older adults take iron supplements without testing, unaware that iron is a powerful pro-oxidant. Excess iron participates in reactions that generate highly reactive free radicals capable of damaging retinal cells and accelerating macular degeneration. Polyphenols in blueberries can bind iron, reducing absorption, but this also means the antioxidants are diverted from protecting eye tissue. Worse still, elevated iron levels increase oxidative stress so dramatically that even high antioxidant foods struggle to keep up. In this environment, blueberries are no longer preventative. They are simply trying to contain damage. Heat may seem harmless compared to these internal stressors, but its effect is just as real. Anthocyanins are structurally delicate. High temperatures break down their molecular bonds, reducing their ability to neutralize free radicals. Studies comparing raw versus cooked blueberries show significant losses in antioxidant capacity after high heat processing. For aging eyes, where oxidative stress is already elevated, this loss matters. It means fewer protective compounds reach the retina at a time when protection is needed most. What makes all of this especially alarming is that oxidative stress doesn't announce itself. There is no pain receptor in the retina warning you that damage is occurring. Vision loss begins quietly, at the microscopic level, years before noticeable symptoms appear. By the time blurred vision, glare sensitivity, or night vision problems emerge, oxidative damage may already be deeply entrenched. This is why food combinations matter so profoundly after 60. The body's antioxidant defenses weaken with age, mitochondrial efficiency declines, and recovery from oxidative insults slows. In youth, the body can sometimes compensate for poor pairings. In older age, it cannot. When sugar, dairy overload, alcohol, excess iron, and heat converge, they create a biochemical storm that overwhelms blueberries' eye protective compounds. The fruit hasn't failed, the environment has. And this is the shocking part. Most people are doing what they believe is healthy while unknowingly stacking the deck against their own vision. They eat blueberries, but they also spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, and destroy antioxidants in the same meal. Over time, this pattern accelerates retinal aging instead of slowing it. But the science also delivers hope. When oxidative stress is reduced, blueberries regain their full protective power. Research shows that stabilizing blood sugar, limiting inflammatory triggers, and preserving antioxidant integrity dramatically improves nutrient delivery to eye tissues. In a low-stress internal environment, anthocyanins can cross the blood-retinal barrier, strengthen capillaries, improve oxygenation, and protect photoreceptors from light-induced damage. This means eye health after 60 is not just about adding good foods, but about removing the forces that neutralize them. Every meal either increases oxidative stress or reduces it. Every pairing either amplifies protection or cancels it out. Vision is not lost overnight. It erodes silently, choice by choice, habit by habit. And the same is true for preservation. When blueberries are respected, protected, and paired wisely, they become more than a fruit. They become a daily signal to the eyes to resist aging, to repair damage, and to hold on to clarity for as long as possible. The difference between decline and defense often comes down to these invisible chemical battles happening inside the body, long before you ever notice a change in sight. What most people don't realize is that blueberries are not magic. They are biological messengers, chemical signals telling your eyes to repair, protect, and fight aging. But even the strongest messengers can be blocked, slowed, or misdirected if they encounter the wrong compounds at the wrong time. One of the most overlooked culprits in sabotaging blueberries' protective effects on vision after 60 is iron. Iron is essential, yes, but like fire, it can heal or destroy depending on how it's handled. Our bodies need it for oxygen transport, for energy production, and for countless enzymatic reactions. But too much iron, or iron taken at the wrong time, creates an environment where oxidative stress explodes, free radicals multiply, and retinal cells are forced to fight an uphill battle. Blueberries packed with anthocyanins are meant to calm this storm, to neutralize free radicals, and to restore balance in the eyes. But when iron is present in excess, whether from supplements or iron-rich meals, those same antioxidants are diverted from protecting retinal tissue to binding iron, reducing absorption. Non-heme iron, the kind found in plant foods and supplements, is particularly reactive with polyphenols. When anthocyanins bind to iron, they are chemically altered, their antioxidant activity diminished, their ability to reach the delicate retinal tissues weakened. This is not theory, it's biochemical fact. Multiple studies confirm that polyphenol-iron interactions reduce bioavailability and limit antioxidant function. In younger adults, this effect may be minor. In older adults, especially those over 60, every drop of antioxidant matters because absorption is naturally less efficient. Cellular repair slows and cumulative oxidative damage has already begun. But the problem goes beyond absorption. Excess iron itself is a pro-oxidant. Unlike antioxidants, iron participates in chemical reactions that generate hydroxyl radicals, the most damaging type of free radical in the body. In the retina, hydroxyl radicals attack photoreceptor cells, degrade the macular region, and accelerate age-related macular degeneration. This means that when blueberries are eaten alongside iron supplements, the fruit's protective message is partially silenced, and simultaneously, oxidative damage may increase, a double hit that silently undermines vision. What makes this even more alarming is that many people over 60 take iron without testing for deficiency, believing it supports energy or general health. They mix iron pills into morning smoothies with blueberries, or pair them with iron-rich foods like spinach and beans while snacking on berries. Every bite may feel healthy, but at a cellular level, It creates a battlefield where antioxidants are neutralized before they can protect the eyes, and free radicals multiply unchecked. Research in nutritional biochemistry has repeatedly shown that timing matters. Consuming polyphenol-rich foods like blueberries 2 to 3 hours apart from iron supplements dramatically increases antioxidant absorption and effectiveness. This timing is not a minor detail. It can mean the difference between delivering protective compounds to the retina or wasting them, and the stakes are high. Vision loss is silent. There are no alarms, no pain, no early warning system in the retina. One day you may notice night vision dimming, colors fading, or blurred detail. By then, cumulative oxidative damage may have already weakened capillaries, destroyed photoreceptor cells, and accelerated age-related decline. Blueberries, when taken correctly, can slow or even partially reverse these changes. Studies in older adults show that regular intake of anthocyanins improves retinal blood flow, reduces inflammation, and preserves photoreceptor function. But if they are paired incorrectly with iron, the effect is blunted. Every poor pairing reduces the likelihood that these compounds reach their target. Every poor choice accumulates silently over weeks, months, and years. The human body is remarkably resilient, but aging retinas cannot recover from every chemical assault. This is why understanding food interactions is critical. It's not enough to eat healthy foods. The biological context determines whether those foods heal, neutralize, or do nothing at all. Imagine your retina as a fragile ecosystem, constantly under assault from light, oxygen, and metabolic stress. Blueberries act as a guardian, neutralizing the chaos, strengthening protective mechanisms, and maintaining balance. Iron, if present at the wrong time, tips that balance back toward damage. But the solution is deceptively simple. By separating iron intake from blueberry consumption, by respecting timing and absorption pathways, the anthocyanins can reach the retina intact, fully active, and ready to perform their protective function. This small adjustment, eating blueberries at a different time than iron supplements or iron-heavy meals, dramatically amplifies their protective effect. It ensures that every anthocyanin molecule is used where it is most needed, in the tiny capillaries and photoreceptors that capture light, process images, and allow you to see the world in clarity. The difference is not just theoretical, it is observable. Clinical studies reveal measurable improvements in retinal blood flow, reduced oxidative stress markers, and enhanced visual function when polyphenol intake is optimized, free from interference. In contrast, when timing and pairing are ignored, antioxidants fail to reach target tissues. Oxidative damage continues unchecked, and the aging eye loses resilience at an accelerated pace. What makes this struggle even more urgent is that the body cannot signal when antioxidants are being wasted or when oxidative damage is silently progressing. There is no sensation of loss until it is significant. Every meal, every snack, every combination counts. Each time blueberries are paired incorrectly with iron, a small opportunity to protect vision is lost, adding up over months and years into measurable decline. But the opposite is true as well. When anthocyanins are allowed to act without interference, they provide sustained support for retinal health, capillary strength, and photoreceptor function, helping preserve night vision, color perception, and clarity into advanced age. This is why timing, pairing, and awareness are as critical as the foods themselves. Iron is necessary, blueberries are protective, but when they meet in the wrong circumstances, both their potential and your vision are compromised. Understanding this invisible interaction is empowering. It is a chance to take control of aging vision, to implement simple daily practices that amplify the benefits of protective foods while reducing biochemical sabotage. And in the fight against age-related eye decline, awareness is everything. By respecting timing, by separating iron from blueberries, and by creating a biological environment where antioxidants can thrive, you allow nature's protective compounds to perform their intended function. The eyes, delicate and complex, deserve this attention. They are not just organs. They are windows to your world, your memories, your independence. Every choice counts, and the difference between decline and preservation may hinge on one simple, scientifically proven adjustment: separating iron from blueberries to ensure your eyes receive the protection they need when they need it most. Every meal is a chance to either accelerate damage or reinforce resilience. Every conscious decision to respect these interactions is a choice to preserve clarity, color, and light for years to come. And for anyone over 60, there is no more urgent responsibility than to protect the vision that connects you to life itself.